The Nigerian Prince scam is one of the most iconic internet frauds ever created. For years, it has been treated as a meme, a joke, and a symbol of early internet naivety. Yet despite this reputation, the scam continues to thrive in the digital age. It still circulates in inboxes worldwide, traps thousands of victims every year, and has evolved into countless variations. In 2025, when digital literacy is higher and cybersecurity tools are more advanced than ever before, it may seem unbelievable that an old-fashioned scam can still trick people. But the reality is far more complicated and far more concerning. The Nigerian Prince scam survives because human psychology hasn't changed, and scammers have become smarter, more manipulative, and more technologically sophisticated. To understand why this scam is still alive and dangerous, we must explore what it is, how it works, why people still fall for it, and what everyone can do to stay safe. What is the Nigerian Prince scam? The Nigerian Prince scam, often referred to as an advance fee fraud, began decades ago when email was new and people were still adjusting to digital communication. The typical version of this scam starts with a message from someone claiming to be a royal figure, a wealthy foreign official, or a person with access to a massive hidden fortune. They tell a dramatic and often emotional story involving political unrest, frozen bank accounts, inheritance battles, or international restrictions. The message then claims that the scammer needs your help to transfer the money out of their country and into a safe account. In exchange for your cooperation, you are promised a generous reward, a life-changing sum of money for simply assisting with the transfer. The catch is that the scammer always asks for an upfront payment. This might be presented as a processing fee, legal cost, government tax, or urgent clearance fee. Once the victim sends money, the scammer disappears. No transfer ever takes place, no reward arrives, and the victim is left with financial loss and frustration. Modern scammers have polished their tactics dramatically. Instead of messy grammar and confusing stories, many use well-written emails, fake legal documents, counterfeit seals, and fabricated passports to create an illusion of legitimacy. What began as a simple email scam has transformed into a global, multi-platform deception. Why the scam still works today. It is easy to assume that only uninformed or inexperienced people fall for these scams, but the truth is much deeper. The Nigerian Prince scam succeeds because it is built entirely on social engineering. It preys on human emotions rather than logic. Scammers know exactly how to manipulate curiosity, hope, greed, empathy, fear, and desperation. A story involving a suffering royal family member or an oppressed official seems absurd to some, but to others, especially those facing financial stress or searching for opportunity, it feels like a lucky break or a chance to help someone in need. The scam plays on the timeless human desire for financial relief or a sudden change in fortune. Another reason the scam still works is scalability. In today's digital world, scammers can reach millions of inboxes in seconds using bots, stolen email lists, automated scripts, and AI-generated content. They don't need to trick everyone. If only one person in 10,000 responds, the scammer still profits. The low cost of sending mass messages combined with the high value of a successful scam makes this method extremely profitable for criminals. Scammers have also adapted to advancements in technology. While the original scam relied solely on email, today's versions appear through social media messages, WhatsApp chats, phone calls, fake websites, and even direct mail. Some victims receive convincing documents, website links that imitate government portals, or social media profiles that look authentic. Criminals use VPNs, encrypted communication apps, and anonymous payment systems to hide their identities and avoid detection. The scam continues to evolve because technology provides more tools for deception than ever before. How to avoid falling victim. The most effective defense against the Nigerian Prince scam is awareness. Once you understand how it works, it becomes much harder for scammers to manipulate you. The first rule is simple. Never interact with unsolicited messages offering money, assistance, or opportunities that seem unrealistic. No member of a royal family or government official contacts strangers online to request help with millions of dollars. any unexpected message asking for personal information, banking details, or upfront payment should immediately raise suspicion. Another strong protective measure is maintaining digital privacy. Using a trusted VPN can help prevent scammers from tracking your IP address or learning your location. Many criminals use IP-based data to tailor their scams, making messages appear more personal or credible. A VPN encrypts your information, hides your online activity, and makes it much harder for scammers to access sensitive details. This extra layer of protection can block multiple types of cyber attacks, including phishing attempts that often accompany scams like these. It is also crucial to verify websites and links before clicking them. Scammers frequently design fake web pages that mimic real government portals or financial institutions. These sites collect personal data or install malware on the victim's device. Always double-check URLs, confirm spelling, and look for official domain extensions. Avoid clicking links from unknown messages, even if they appear professional. If you come across a suspicious message, search online for keywords from the scam. In most cases, someone else has already encountered the same scam and reported it. Reading these reports helps confirm your suspicion. And if you ever receive sensitive requests, such as banking details or identification documents, remember that legitimate organizations do not communicate such requests through email or random online messages. The danger behind the scam. Although the Nigerian Prince scam is sometimes treated lightly, it can cause significant long-term damage. Financial loss is the most obvious consequence. Victims sometimes send multiple payments after scammers build trust or request additional fees to complete the imaginary transaction. For some people, these losses can impact savings, retirement funds, or emergency money. However, the danger doesn't stop there. Identity theft is a major threat associated with these scams. Many scammers ask victims for personal details such as full names, addresses, identification numbers, bank account information, or copies of passports. Once obtained, this information can be used to open fraudulent accounts, steal financial assets, or compromise a victim's identity for years. The emotional impact can also be severe. Victims often feel embarrassed, ashamed, or violated after realizing they were tricked. Some hesitate to report the crime, allowing scammers to continue targeting others. The Nigerian Prince scam is not run by individuals acting alone. Many operations are highly organized criminal networks with advanced knowledge of technology, psychology, and international law. Their strategies are constantly updated, making them harder to track and stop. These networks often operate across multiple countries, making prosecution complicated and slow. What makes these scams so convincing? The persuasive power of these scams lies in the way they are crafted. Scammers use stories that are designed to stir emotion, spark curiosity, and create urgency. They often claim they are in immediate danger or facing a strict deadline. This sense of urgency makes victims act before they think. Scammers also use flattery, calling victims trusted partners or chosen contacts, which helps build false trust. When money is involved, even the idea of receiving a reward creates excitement that clouds rational judgment. By blending emotional manipulation with promises of wealth, scammers create a psychological trap. Even highly educated individuals can fall victim if the message arrives during a stressful or vulnerable moment. The scam works because it doesn't rely on logic, it relies on human emotion. Other scams based on the same technique. The Nigerian Prince scam represents just one version of advance fee fraud, but countless variations exist. Romance scams, for example, target individuals seeking companionship. Scammers pretend to build emotional relationships and eventually ask for money. Other scams involve fake lottery winnings, fraudulent inheritances, or job offers requiring upfront training fees. Investment scams promise high returns in exchange for an initial payment. Although the stories differ, the underlying strategy is always the same. Convince the victim to send money before receiving anything. Staying safe in a digital world. Protecting yourself from scams requires a combination of awareness, caution, and digital hygiene. Approach unexpected messages with skepticism, guard your personal information carefully, and rely on reputable security tools. If something feels suspicious, trust your instincts. If an offer seems too good to be true, it almost always is. Scammers count on people ignoring their instincts during moments of excitement or fear. By educating yourself and those around you, especially individuals who may be less familiar with technology, you help reduce the risk of falling victim. And that brings us to the end of today's deep dive into one of the oldest and sneakiest scams on the internet. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that and make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.